It is January, it is cold outside. This is not my favorite time of year. I'm a beach person, but we have to get through it somehow. So let's get through it together and make some soup. Hi, I'm Tara the Foodie and I take the mystery out of cooking for you. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make stuffed pepper soup. Now, have you had stuffed pepper soup? Have you had it? Because it is so good. It tastes just like a stuffed pepper, but kind of all cut up and in your bowl, really. And it's so easy to make. It's easy to throw together, and then you've got just a lovely pot of goodness. So let's get cooking. To make this stuffed pepper soup, first you want to add a little olive oil to your pot. And I have my pot on, I don't know, medium heat maybe? I can't tell on this thing. It is propane heat. I don't know. We're just gonna wing it. But it's cool to have my little burner right here at the counter, so I'm having fun. Next, you wanna add a pound of Italian sausage to your pot. All right, I hear some sizzling. Almost burnt the house down in the last take, but you'll never see that. I love my protein. I am also adding a pound of ground beef.
So this recipe just called for 1 pound?
1 pound of ground beef and 1 pound of Italian sausage. Normally it would just be 1 pound of meat, but come on. What are we doing here, you know? We want this soup to be dinner, okay? And sustain us. So I don't around. Next, I'm gonna add, I don't know, it's a small onion, so it's about a cup, a little bit over a cup. And put these onions in with your meats. And then you just want to break up the meat and get it going and cook it until it's cooked through. I can barely see in this pot. I gotta get up on my tippy toes. But I will link this very burner that I'm using. I had it in the last video as well. It's kind of like a camping burner. The lighting is so much better at this counter, so we're just like, you know what? Let's just get a little burner. So we're playing around with this one right now. If you have another burner that you want to send me and sponsor me, that's fine too.
Now this is propane, people, propane.
Propane and propane products. So we're going to cook this now for a few minutes. So go do something and I'll be back. So we have browned our meat, and now's the time that you want to add your bell peppers, and I have the equivalent of a large green pepper and a large red pepper all cut up. So mine were a little smaller, so I did 2 little green peppers, a little red pepper, and like a half of an orange pepper. But it's pretty, so I'm gonna go ahead and add these to the pot. I'm also going to add about 6 cloves of minced garlic and a healthy pinch of red pepper flakes. And then stir this up. Stir it up. So we're just gonna cook this for a few more minutes until the peppers start to soften. Meaty, it's very meaty. So we've been cooking for a few minutes here and we're ready to add the rest of our ingredients. It's that easy. So now we are going to add a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Oh, did I get some on my forehead?
Did you?
I don't know. A 14.5-ounce can of fire roasted tomatoes with the juice. Pour that in. I'm gonna stir that in to get it all mixed up with the meat. And then I'm gonna add 3 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Just kind of spread that all over. And a half a teaspoon of sea salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper.
We do have to ask the viewers, what do they think about filming right at the counter space here now?
Yeah. Yeah, does it make any difference to you? I don't know. I would like to know that actually, yeah.
It is easy for me with the lighting and the camera work.
Yeah. Yeah, he's up on his ledge. He sits up on the ledge that's on top of the counter and just chills with his blanket and his pillow up there.
She'll share a picture of my perch.
Yeah. All right, and then we are going to sprinkle in 3/4 cup of rice. I am using basmati. You can use jasmine, some kind of long-grained white rice. And finally, add 6 cups of beef broth. And try not to pour it all over the counter. And then just go ahead and stir this all up. And now we're just going to bring this soup to a boil, and after it's boiling, we're gonna turn it down to like medium-low heat, and then put the lid on and let the rice cook for about 8 to 12 minutes. Just kind of check it every once in a while. Basically, once the rice is nice and tender, your soup is done.
Well, I'm not Tara the Foodie, but right now you can see that this is boiling. So at this time, you want to grab your lid and turn this down on like a lower heat, just so it goes to a simmer. And all that needs to be done now is just wait patiently. It's going to take about 8 or 12 minutes until that this is ready to be devoured. I can't wait to get close and listen to this. Yeah. We'll give it a little stir, because we definitely love to stir some things up on this show. That's why I'm here. And there you have it. So that's going to sit there for approximately 8 or 12 minutes, and then people, you know what's coming up next, but I'll let the star of the show to take it from here. Juicy Joe, out.
You know how when you have your own desk at an office, or you just know where everything is, and if somebody touched it, if somebody was there using your stuff? Was somebody here messing with my pot?
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well.
Only if there's video evidence.
This soup has been simmering for a bit with the cover on. I don't know why I always call it cover, the lid, whatever we're calling it. And I've stirred it up. I also took a little bit of a potato masher and just mashed down like the chunks of the tomatoes. That's up to you if you want to do. I don't like big fat chunks of tomatoes, so I did mash those down a bit. And at this point, I'm gonna leave the lid off. I think it's totally personal preference if you want to let it simmer for a bit longer to kind of reduce down until it's to the thickness that you like. And I think I'm about 10 minutes away from this being completely ready for me. When I come back, it will be time to taste. All right, so I think it's been about 10, 12 minutes, something like that. And now, as you can see, it is more kind of cooked down. It's just, this is what it's supposed to look like, in my opinion. It's supposed to kind of just be a nice sort of thick soup, more like a stew, kind of like a stuffed pepper chili type of situation. The sauce is supposed to be a little bit orange in color. Looks amazing. And now I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up, and we are going to give it a taste. Parmesan.
Parmesan, yeah.
First, and then some mozzarella. All right, so I have plated this soup up, and as you can see, I've added a little something to it. And now it is my favorite time of every episode, time to taste. Is it your favorite time?
It's my favorite time.
He came out of his room and he's very hungry, so he got invited to Time to Taste. So, do you guys remember Roman Burger? And I'll put a link to the Roman Burger video here right now.
Look how
He's a little bigger now. All right, so blow on it. It's gonna be hot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Mmm. The cheese makes it. Do the cheese, unless you got some kind of problem with cheese. Then get fake cheese. I don't know, but do the cheese. I think it's so good.
I think it's really good. The cheese makes it a lot better.
What do you like about it?
I don't know, it just tastes, I just can't pull my finger out, but it just tastes really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very comforting. It's herby. It's got, good Italian seasoning in it. The Italian sausage mixed with the hamburger, I think, is a great combination because, you get a nice balance there. You get a lot of protein in it. Roman loves his meat and his protein. So this is a bit of a meatier version. If you look on the internet, you'll see more versions that have less meat in it. So my version's better. It's true. We're going to eat these up now. So I'm Tara the Foodie.
I'm Roman Burger.
And we will see you next time.